Hello, welcome. How are you? This is the weekend zodiacs. It's for the weekend and, well, Friday and the weekend, okay? I'm going to show you what decks we're using because I do change the oracle decks a bit, as you may know. So we're going to use you can see Gilbert walking around. He's having a little mooch about, bless him, trying to get comfy. Okay, so there he is in the corner. Right, Brian Fowd's oracle deck for your state of mind, okay? We're going to use the Romance Angels for relationship message for the weekend. We're going to use the Hidden Truth Oracle for the message of what your person may be thinking. We're going to use the Fortune Telling deck for any information that Spirit has on what may be happening the next few days. And we are using the Work Your Light deck for your message from your spirit guides, what they're supporting you with. And we're using my deck as your advice card, and that is, what is the advice from Guru? Okay, sage, or the wise sage, okay? The wise sage is like the guru is like the embodiment, the physical embodiment of source, you know, and that's why they came here. Jesus, Buddha, Ramana, Maharishi, well, there's loads. Was it Krishna? You know, and that's why they came as a physical being to help those be guided back to their source, because they were a physical embodiment of source. You may know that already, but if you didn't know, that's kind of what it is. So I always used to wonder, for years, I used to think, you know, what is guru? Like, I never really understood. I just thought, is it a spiritual teacher? Or it's a bit more than a spiritual teacher, because it's somebody, you know, it's an enlightened being, obviously, somebody who is living a physical incarnation to basically point people in the right direction back into their source. So the messages on these cards, they may not all be completely aligned with a guru, because obviously I'm not a guru, but I have been following my guru for almost 3 years, and well, essentially I've been following my guru for nearly 4 years, but yeah, so that's what those cards are, really. So yeah, let's go into the messages. I'm drinking chamomile tea today. I've got this nice gothic cup. I do like my gothic mugs. And I'm using a Lang oil today, which I bought from Star Child in Glastonbury. I think that's going to be my new go-to place for oils, because I did used to get my oils from somewhere else, which I won't mention because it's not something that I do anymore. But yeah, a Lang, it's a nice one, isn't it? And I'm drinking chamomile tea, yeah. So just centering ourselves in spirit, in our source, and let's go into the message. We'll start with Taurus. Okay. Taurus for Friday and the weekend. What is the state of mind for Taurus? Oh, it's like you're believing more in miracles. You've got a fairy godmother card. So you are, you could be manifesting things at this time. You could be having very clear visions at this time. You are lining up with magic, with all infinite possibilities. Okay. It's like you do really believe more and more in what you believe more in spirit, you believe more in the cosmic universe, you believe more in yourself, you believe more in infinite possibilities and opportunities. Your relationship card is chemistry. There is a strong magnetic attraction here. Oh, lovely. Okay. So chemistry with somebody, you're not imagining that. There's chemistry coming. Chemistry is there. your future card. Okay, oh, poverty. Now, this is interesting. Do you know what I'm sensing with this card straight away? I'm sensing straight away a past life connection with somebody who you knew in a past life when you were both in a state of poverty. Okay? You are coming into contact with somebody who may carry karma from that past life. Okay? They may carry karma. They may have been like an orphan or something like that. Okay, so let's go a bit deeper. You are going through massive development. Spirit is massively developing you the next sort of few days. You've got the Chariot card, which is the card of initiation. It's a time of great progress, and you are being pushed through an initiation, which brings you into a better balance. So you may have been purging a lot. You may have been trying to balance out your light and your dark better, and that is happening for you now. It means this weekend you start to progress more quickly, more balanced. I mean, the growth, the infinite potential here is massive for Taurus. You know, you've got the Judgment card, which is confirmation you've been making the right decisions. You're thinking more clearly. You're actually entering a new chapter, and you've worked very hard to enter this new chapter, so well done. You really are arriving in your power here, Taurus. Your person is courageous. They are a very courageous person. They do have difficulty at times with the mind. The mind blocks them with too many mind patterns, ego mind patterns. And it takes great courage for them to see more clearly. Okay, so they will be, you know, they are courageous because I sense this person is in difficulty. They have challenges, but they are courageous enough to work to overcome these. Your person says here, I look everywhere for you. So somebody is trying to rise out of their karma, and they are trying to find you. Okay, take that however it resonates. Your guru message is your past is just a story. You know, Taurus, you are rising now. You are rising up, transcending your story, the past. You know, that is just of the ego. That is not of the true self. You are now going through an initiation into the true self, into your source. You are empowering. This is a new chapter for you. The chemistry for you is going to be rising. So lots of different opportunities can be coming towards you at this time because of your energy being much more in its source. So they just want you to remember that your past is a story, and just don't really, and just don't give it any attention because it just obstructs you from being the self. Your spirit guides are helping you with creating heaven on earth. It is happening. Okay, so incredible. Your reality is going to get more and more beautiful, more and more beautiful, more and more healing for you. Very happy Judgment card, very happy chapter for you. I feel you could be coming together with somebody on a deeper level, you know? And it is about the energies having to be balanced in you. And then it comes. Okay, so we'll go into Virgo. Let's have a look at Virgo's state of mind for next Friday and the weekend. Okay, a collection of pixies. Lots for you to do, but feeling so happy while you do it. How lovely. Feeling so happy when you're doing everything that you need to do. Brilliant. you've got the card chemistry as well. Because you are just beaming. You are just, you know, your energy is brilliant. And you're able to be in your source, yeah, the I am presence, while you're doing everything you're doing. And you're giving out a great vibration. And I tell you, people are going to be very attracted to you. How lovely. Let's go a bit deeper. Okay, 5 of Cups, 10 of Swords. You have gone through a bit of a depressed time. Okay, it's not been easy. You did keep noticing that your ego mind wanted to focus on the past and certain things you've been going through. You know, when we want to hold on and it's hard to let go, it's kind of like that. But you are letting go because you've got the 10 of Swords, which is a new beginning. And really, you're not losing anything. You've got everything here to gain. You can still gain everything. It was more the old depressed identity that you had to release because it's not who you are. You know, so this is a new beginning for you the next few days. It's a positive new beginning because you're lining up with your source and still everything can be yours. Let's have a look at your person. It's like a very happy breakthrough for Virgo. Your person wants to offer you something. There is definitely an opportunity here for you and it's going to keep growing. It's a very good, this is a very positive new beginning for you. And it's real. Okay, so this is interesting. I'm starting to understand our connection. So somebody will be more real with you. They understand lots of things now that they probably didn't understand before. It may still be the beginning for them because you're mirroring a new beginning as well. You may be realising that you really are both actually quite similar. I feel like you've been sort of blocking yourself through just the old ways you used to function that really weren't in alignment with your true spirit. You know, that it was more in alignment with your old conditioning and fear patterns or things like that. And now you're coming more into your deeper essence. Now you're coming into your I am presence. And this is the real you shining through. And it was sort of old pain body from your past that was sort of blocking you. I feel the same for your person. I feel they have the same issues. You both have suffered with the same issues. Whatever those issues may have been, very similar. There's something opening up for Virgo. Let's look at the advice from Guru. Okay, so consciousness is infinite potential. See, that's the thing. That's their advice, to remember that consciousness is infinite potential. What that means is by being in your true self, there is no higher self. There's only the false self and the true self. You know, so if you want to think of the higher self, you can, but that's your actual true self. And we have to do is remove the obstruction of the ego, the false self, out of the way. And I feel that is exactly what, you know, Virgo is doing at this time. You've been removing the false self that was based on old pain body, you know, and you're actually now coming into the infinite potential that you are. So you're opening up as you come into your true self, which is just pure love and divine light. If you want to call it the higher self, you can, but it is actually the true self that's always there. Now you're opening something up here with somebody who's also had the same problem. You've both had the same issue of the old identity, your past, obstructing your consciousness. Now you're opening that up, Virgo. That's what Spirit keeps telling you to do, or Guru, okay? Open it up. Infinite potential. I kept saying to you, this can all still be yours. And the advice from the Spirit Guides: boundaries. Where do you need to establish better boundaries? I'm laughing. I've got Virgo in my chart and I haven't always been very good with boundaries. So boundaries are something that become very natural once you are in your I am presence, once you are in your source, because you won't allow anything to block your source once you are in source. The reason why boundaries can be difficult is when we are not embodying our true source and we are in the false self, the ego. Because the ego, the false self, is what makes us people please. But once you find your true self, you won't let anything or anyone get in the way of that. And anything that doesn't feel loving and good, you will just reject naturally. This is what's happening now. You're getting much more in your power, Virgo, and I don't feel, you know, when your person's struggling, or whoever this is that is struggling, you won't allow it to pull you out of your source. You're very powerful. Okay. Let's go into Capricorn, sorry. Capricorn. Singer of healing. Okay, so your state of mind, it's all about healing for you at the moment. You're going to notice some really positive changes in yourself the next 3 days. I see a lot of healing energy around you, and I feel Spirit is bringing you situations, scenarios, but it's based off the fact that it's energetic, healing energy around Capricorn. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now, career or finances. Okay, so it's not necessarily to do with money. For some of you, it may be, but I feel it's more to do with your purpose, you know. This is to do with your purpose, and, you know, it's like, until your purpose is really aligned with source, there's a relationship that's sort of, it's difficult to get that relationship into it, or, you know, your love life in general, into the right alignment. Once you find your purpose, because your purpose is an expression of your source. So once you get that, your love life or your relationship that you're concerned about will come into a better alignment. So let's have a look at your future card. Oh, you get the Lovers card. You see, you are headed towards more love in your relationships. You know, if you're not looking for a new relationship, you know, if this is in your relationships in general, you're coming to the vibration of love. You know, and if you are looking for a relationship, you know, it's coming, because you're moving into the vibration of love, but you can't find yourself in another person. That's the point with the Lovers card. So what Spirit is saying is, you go into your purpose. This is all being healed for you. You get in alignment with your true purpose, your source. Love is increasing. There's a lot of healing going on at the moment. I think you already know what I'm talking about. I think you're already doing it, and this is why Spirit is bringing this up. Okay. You've been very confused. You basically have been hurting, okay, and you may have felt very neglected, okay. I do feel for you, right, but it's a process that you've had to go through. We all have to go through it. And here, 6 of Cups, there is some kind of reunion with either a person, or you're coming back together with, how can I put this, love. I just feel like you're coming back together with love, or with who you used to be. There could be a reunion for some of you. You've also got this card which was showing itself, making better choices. Making better choices which lead you to abundance. Okay, you're getting much more in tune with yourself. So whatever's confused you, it was sort of distracting you. sort of distracting you, and I feel now you are coming, all of that confusion is subsiding. I feel you're coming back into your source, back into love. And like I say, there could be a reunion for some of you, or you're coming back into this vibration of love. And obviously, like I said, that's your purpose. You know, love is our purpose, and we have to find that inside ourselves first. So Capricorn, you're going through this whole journey. So don't pay attention to all the pain and the confusion that was distracting you from the love that you already are. And this is what I think you're doing. This is what Spirit is showing me. It is leading you to a relationship being repaired, or relationships generally improving for you. Maybe some of you getting a new relationship. You've got someone with the Sun card. You could be connected with somebody who's a bit immature at times, but this person either helps you to see more clearly for some reason, okay? Even though they can maybe confuse you at times, they're like source to you. This is somebody who is awakening you. And this person's starting to see more clearly. This person's very happy. This person is a yes. Okay, this person is supposed to be there. I feel this person leading you back to love within yourself as well. Let's see what this person's saying or thinking. I want to feel that way again. Okay. So somebody's realising something about you. I strongly feel reunion energy, coming back closer together, or maybe you're reuniting with yourself, coming back to yourself. Anyway, message from Guru, someone is acting unconsciously. So don't take it personally when they act unconscious. It's where they slip into the false identity, the human personality, the egoic identity. It's not really who they are. They are love, just like you. We are all of the same source. But when they act unconsciously, it brings out the unconsciousness in you, and then you slip into that. We all do that. So you're now, that confused you. So now you're coming back to yourself. You're finding yourself again. You're back on track. There's a breakthrough here. There's a clarity. There's a coming back together. Things making sense again. Your support from Spirit at the moment, what they're helping you with, break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. See? Coming back to your purpose, who you really are. Okay? It's like that beautiful baby child that you came into this incarnation as, you know, that beautiful energy. That's your source, that's your I am. And yeah. I see a reunion or relationships. I do feel one relationship in particular getting better again. But it is through your own clarity and breakthroughs, their clarity and breakthroughs, not feeling confused anymore, not focusing so much on the confusion of the ego and the pain. Focusing on your purpose and your I am presence, your source, your love. Okay, so let's go into Aquarius. Just have a bit of that chamomile tea. Aquarius, how are we doing? Okay, now this is relax. This is a card telling you just stop. Just stop. Do not keep overthinking or double checking things. Okay, reversed. This little creature is double checking things. What does he need to do? It's really getting on his nerves. You need to stop thinking about something or doing something. It's the ego playing with you, right? And it's obstructing you from being in your source, you know, and then you're just going to flow. Boom, 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 you know. Your relationship card is worth waiting for. Divine timing is at work in your love life. So you are going to get love, or, you know, something that you want within your relationship life, your love life is going to happen. But it's, you know, it's divinely planned and timed. Let's look at your future card. You saw how I shuffled that? It was mad, and that card just come out. Lovers. Right. The message here is you can't find yourself in another. You have to find yourself in source. That is the love vibration. Then love comes. But you are definitely, this is like some kind of reassuring energy. If you've been really stressed, if you've been freaking out over 101 different things, they want you to stop all that, come back into the vibration of love that you are. Because everything's gonna settle down if you do that, you know. Yeah, this is brilliant. This next couple weekends, this weekend is going to be good for Aquarius. You know, you are arriving again. Knight of Cups, you're arriving in your spiritual energy, in your love energy, and you're getting more in tune with yourself. You're going to feel much more flowy. You're going to feel much more on point. You're going to feel much more available emotionally to yourself. And you'll be able to take this next few days in a more, you know, peaceful way. You do greatly care about a person or a situation, but it's all pointing to you to care for yourself first. That's key. You are connecting with somebody with magician energy. Someone is very, very open to spirit. Whether they know it or they don't know it, this person has a high vibration. They are very open to the universe and they are happy to see how things go. You know, and that's why they have the gifts and powers of spirit. So this person is able to manifest things. That's why. So they have a very special energy, this person. I think you like this person. I think you care greatly about this person. But their energy can be so beguiling, it can be distracting. And Spirit's saying, no, this weekend they're bringing you back to yourself. Don't keep thinking about it. We will be together again. I think someone instinctively knows they will be drawn back to you through the cosmic universe. Okay, or you'll both be settled again. Maybe things have been a bit unsettled, but things are going to settle back down. Message from Guru, you are breaking karmic patterns. That's great confirmation, isn't it? You are breaking karmic patterns, and that is why, you know, it's tempting. I think your ego, the false self, wants you to keep doing something, and it's annoying because it's, you know, either you're getting too stressed, either you're thinking too much, either you're doing too much, whatever it is, there's definitely something they're getting you to stop so that you can really arrive as the person you are. You know, because when we stop doing what we're doing, either whether it's thinking or doing too much, we come back closer to our source. You see, you're arriving, you're getting more in tune with yourself. So, that person that you're observing, who I said's quite beguiling and magical, whatever, they have an ability to manifest things. They are sort of like an inspiration to you, or they're being used by spirit to help you see what you need to do, right? So your spirit guides are sort of supporting you here with what lights you up. Starseed, what lights you up? You know, that's the most important thing. You know, what lights you up? this is all about Aquarius arriving in your own energy. I feel something's going to settle down, or you're going to, in time, come back together with somebody. But whatever it is, you're going to stop doing something, you're going to calm down, or whatever it is, you're going to slow down, and that's going to help the process, you know. So we're going to go into Gemini now. A bit more chamomile tea. Oh, little Gilbert's snoring over there. Probably just about to see him over there. Little Gilbs. So if I can point that down a bit, it's a bit, sorry. That's better. I was sort of straining to sit up high. Feel my spine, you know, like, oh dear. Right, Gemini, what's your state of mind, Gemini, this weekend? Initiation. Ooh, you're going through an initiation. Okay, initiations can be a bit like crazy. So you may feel tired this weekend. Alright, because you've just come through an initiation of some kind. You sort of rising to the next frequency. And you're breaking new ground. So you may feel tired, or you may feel a bit like, that's been intense, or they're basically working on you. Spirit is working on you to bring you into the next vibrational frequency of your life. Okay, so you have got a past life relationship here. That's confirmation. You did know somebody in a past life. Let's have a look at your future card. House. Okay, I mean, I'm not going to say too much on that because obviously you're all going to resonate in different ways. But there is something to do with a house here. Something to do with a house. You're going to see someone at their house. They're going to come to your house. There could be a new home manifesting for you. Right, let's see. Okay, so what we've got here, the Emperor. You're restructuring things. You're getting back in your power. You're in control, right? Your source, I am presence, is now in control of your life, not your ego that's been trying to get you to do naughty things, do whatever. No, you're now in control, in the driver's seat from your higher self. I don't call it the higher self really, it's the true self. This is an exciting new beginning for you. It's good news. This weekend's very good news for you. The next few days is very good news for you because you are basically like getting into a much better energy. You're more in control of certain things that perhaps you weren't in control of before, which feels good. And you do feel more enthusiastic as well. Okay. Your person is having some sort of breakthrough. A massive breakthrough, right? Ace of Swords. So this is a great victory for them. A great victory. So watch this space because your person's going to be seriously transforming. I've already picked one of them cards. Yeah. They're going through some sort of transformation. And it is a breakthrough for them. Okay. And then your person is saying this. I don't react when people mention you. That could be the same person. It could be somebody different. Okay, let's have a look at your message from Guru. What is the wise message here for you? Like the wise advice. Empty mind is source. Okay, so you don't need to think about what you are doing. All you need to do is just be the source that you are, because all the thinking obstructs you from being in your I am presence. Once you get deeper into the I am presence, you're just living life. And you know, you're centered. And I feel that's obviously what Gemini is sort of going through this initiation for, to be more centered, to be more in your power. It's very good news for you. Your person is having a major breakthrough that will, well, transform them. Let's have a look at what Spirit is supporting you with. Okay, share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. Share your voice. Come out of the cave. Persecution and expression. There may be some kind of communication that goes on that will be very helpful to you. Because the Ace of Swords can also represent communication. And it can also be just literally share your voice expression, you know, Gemini, where you are restructuring, where you are centering yourself and getting back in your I am presence, your source. You know, your energy is going to be supporting others that are on the awakening journey with you. And maybe this person who you obviously care about, who is making some kind of major breakthrough as well. So that is the message for Gemini. Let's go into Libra. Let's see Libra's state of mind over the weekend. Okay, right. I see the cards right here. Okay. They're getting you to check things, to be more vigilant. Alright. You know, it's kind of like noticing anything that you need to attend to, you'll get done. If you've been suffering with negative thoughts or fearful thoughts, you're going to be much more aware and conscious of that, and you're just going to be shutting the door on those thoughts and saying no, because you know that is of the ego, it's of the false self. You know, your I am presence, your source consciousness will not be exposing you to any negativity. I think you're being very careful about your energy at the moment, Libra, and you will not allow anyone to pull you off your path, distract you from your path, obstruct you with their negative energy or anything else of that kind. You're being very careful now. You mean business, Libra. You do mean business. And this is great because I know with Libra, we do tend to just want peace and harmony, and we end up spending far too much time thinking about other people. Your love life is being affected by children, or maybe the inner child. Okay, maybe somebody's inner child, they've got sort of like this energy that is a bit low, you know, and probably you had it as well. I know I have. And it just obstructs your love life because it pulls you into a needy energy or a very blocked energy. Yeah. And I don't think you're going to allow people to leech off you, you know, and I don't think you're going to allow your own inner child or ego to pull you into a vibration that is not of your source. I feel you being much more careful now about how you proceed with your relationships. Let's have a look at your fortune card. Ooh, there is a judgment going on here. You could be making much better judgments the next few days. You are make that. I mean, I think that is confirmation. You are making much better judgments. Now, somebody connected to you could be receiving some kind of judgment, you know, like a karmic judgment. Like somebody you know at the moment could be receiving their karma, i.e. they could be getting blocked by spirit because spirit will not allow somebody to continue to act in egoic ways, right? Lower vibrational ways. I do feel there's a strong sense of anything of a low vibration in Libra's life has to be removed. You're seeing it more clearly, but I do feel spirit as well, and spirit's saying no, this is not going to be allowed to continue. You know, if you've got somebody connected to you that's been acting in very low vibrational ways, I think spirit will block them. Now, you've got Six of Cups. This is inner child. This is definitely to do with inner child stuff. And this reading. And I feel that that has been pulling you out of alignment. You know, because it's like you're not a child. You're not in the past. You're in the here and now, in the I am presence, in source, in consciousness. And this is the transformation you're going through. You're being so aware and careful now to just be grounded. Queen of Pentacles, very grounded, very prosperous, very abundant, very present, practical, you know, stable, solid. See the difference. There's not this kind of wishy-washy, needy, stuck, you know, grieving type of energy anymore, needy type of energy, grasping. It's all, I don't think you're allowing it, Libra. You're moving into your power now. You're moving into a much more centered energy. You know who you are. You're following your daily purpose of the things that need to be done. You know, you're being very practical and you're staying solid. And I don't think you're going to let anyone take advantage of you or play games with you. Your person's going to be seeing things with much better clarity. This person could be quite immature at times. They're seeing things with much better clarity. I don't know what else to say. Sun is a very good card to have. Somebody could be being forced by spirit to wake up and realise something. You know, I think this person, yeah, I couldn't let you get close to me. So they had a lot of blocked. I was saying about how the inner child blocks. You know, it's like, for some of us, the inner child is so needy. It's pain body, it's ego that's very needy because we didn't get what we wanted as children. So it can leave us very needy and grasping, you know. And then on the other hand, it can lead us to be very blocked and very shut down. So I think your person here or somebody here was very shut down. But they're having some sort of breakthrough now. I think they're realising something. They're receiving some sort of karmic judgment. Let's see what is the wise advice from Guru. Okay, so they're just saying here, be authentic to where you are now. I mean, that is all you can really do. Be authentic to where you are now. You can't keep playing out stories of how you have been. You're already evolving past what you were. So now you just have to keep following the next steps. You know, you're breaking new ground. So you're more empowered. So it might feel a bit strange because you're like, oh, God, this is all new for me. This is all new. But just don't be afraid. Just keep taking each one step at a time. Because you have to be authentic to where you are. You have to be in your truth, you know. Okay, so your spirit guides are basically supporting you to say no and to wait, to postpone or pause. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, you might feel like, oh my God, you know, I've never been here before. What am I doing? This is all new. I'm leaving this old pattern that I used to get stuck in behind. I'm trying to evolve. I'm being much more careful about who I come into contact with. Well done, Libra, you are. And don't be scared of it. You know, that's why they're pausing you at the moment before you take your next steps, because this is a very important part of your journey. And they want to make sure you've really cracked it before they let you move forward, right? So, that's it, basically. Libra, you're changing. You are changing. And people will be surprised, because people always think Libra is just going to be there, be there, be there. But now you're much more there for yourself. And you don't necessarily know what your next steps are, but you will do. At the moment, your next steps are just becoming more centered in yourself. You know, and it's making you more abundant. You'll be doing better in money. Your health's getting better because of it. So your person's going to be waking up to something. They're going through a judgment. Okay, let's go into Leo. I'm doing the readings really long today. I'm doing them really long. Okay, Leo. So your mentality, your state of mind the next few days, Lady of the Harvest, you know, you could be grieving something here. Or you may have recently gone through some form of grief. I do feel for you. I do have Leo in my chart, and I have to admit, I've been going through a loss and letting go of something. And it has felt like an expression of different forms of grief that needed to be released. And that is from inner child stuff. Your love life is being affected by children. I mean, some of you that may directly resonate with that message, but mainly I see that as the inner child. You know, and it's the inner child part of us that wants, it's the ego, and it's wanting us to hold on to the past. But I feel you are releasing some stuff here the next few days, or you've just literally just been doing it. You may have already been doing this. This is confirmation that, Leo, you're coming now more centered into your power. You're going to be much more on your purpose now. I feel like your purpose really unfolding massively and moving forward massively. Whatever your purpose may be, you're going to notice massive improvements in your purpose. You're going through some kind of judgment, or somebody's going through some sort of judgment. Somebody who's been in despair, somebody who's struggled a lot. Okay, they are having some kind of judgment at the moment. They could have legal problems, or they're going through a judgment from Spirit, like Spirit saying, no, you can't keep doing this because it's low vibrational. Spirit will put a stop to low vibrational stuff, because it is ego, and ego is false. It's not truth. So it always ends up disintegrating at some point. So somebody's receiving a karmic judgment. They acted wrong. They acted wrong because of their own problems, their own state of lack and despair and ego. Okay, and now they're receiving a judgment for it. Now, this is all predestined for you. This time is very good news for you, Leo. Okay, this is predestined. This is a period, you're moving into a much more fortunate period now. It was destined that you had to go through all of this. And now, things finally picking up. After a time where you've had to go through a lot of processing. You've got somebody here with Page of Cups. You're coming into contact, right, either with a child, could even be a spirit child, could be somebody who is very spiritual. Okay, so take that as it resonates. Some of you could be coming much closer to spirit at this time. Somebody could be receiving a loving message for somebody who is deeply sensitive. Okay, I don't react when people mention you. So somebody's still in a total spin about you. That card just spun round. Wish you could have seen that. Right, the wise advice from Guru. Don't open door to unhelpful thoughts, okay? Don't open the door to unhelpful thoughts. Why? Because they're trying to obstruct you from love. They're trying to, you know, the ego tries to obstruct us from love. The ego tries to obstruct us from, well, our highest and best. So just, we don't allow those ego thoughts, you know. Don't unlock the door. Is it shut the door on unhelpful thoughts? Don't open the door to unhelpful thoughts. They're just obstructions. I think you're going to find that getting easier and easier now. You're now destined to go into a more fortunate period of time, and you probably have been waiting and waiting and waiting, and now it's going to happen. Your spirit guides are supporting you. Oh, Lemuria, creating heaven on earth. It is happening. See, it is happening. Something massive is happening for you now after a time where it's been a struggle. Oh, I'm so happy for you, Leo. I really am. Great news. Great news. I see you breaking a karmic pattern and you're not going to repeat it anymore. You did it enough. Right. Let's see. Aries. Journeyman. Ooh, you're going on a journey. A new journey, a brand new day. This is all about forward movement for you now in your life. No more going round and round in circles. Ooh, new journey. Okay, codependency. Addictions are affecting your romantic life. Well, now that card can mean different things. Some of you may have had the tendency in the past to get codependent on a relationship. Aries is not really typically a codependent type of star sign, but you can be very inspired and get very excited about people because you're just pure fire and you like exciting and inspiring people. But you are inspiring and exciting. You are source. So you don't need to hold out for anyone like that. You can just live your life. There could be somebody you were connected to that had addictions, okay, and their addictions have been blocking. It could have been in the past, the blocking the relationship that you could have been having. But this is all forward movement now. I don't see the same blocks being a problem now. I feel all blocks clearing from Aries at this time. Message of concern. Interesting. Somebody is concerned. It is about forward movement. I mean, there may have been, for some of you, this could have been a message of concern that happened before. And now you've been initiated and moved forward, okay? You're arriving. This is you arriving in your power, in your spiritual truth, in your heart. I mean, Aries, this is great news. It really, really is. If you've been wanting confirmation about your life moving forward, I can tell you this is it. It really is happening for you. Wow, you are coming into contact with somebody with Wheel of Fortune. This is somebody you are destined to meet, or you have been destined to, you know, work with, come together with. It's destiny. You two are destiny. Or this situation is destiny. Okay, somebody's saying, I wish I'd treated you better. I feel there has been regrets of the past. I do feel you massively moving forward at this time. You're not looking back. Wise message from Guru. Wise advice. Oh, that's the... I've got one card that's double-sided and it does come out occasionally. Okay, I know this is easy to say, but this is exactly what a guru would say to you. To trust, Spirit is doing everything. Okay, because Spirit is doing everything. We really do think as little humans that we're so important. We think our ego is so important. We think we know, but it's nothing to do with us. Spirit will just keep doing everything for you regardless. I think you are. I think you've got a lot more trust in Spirit. I think you're really arriving. I think you're really on point. I think you're really moving forward. And that's why you're coming into contact with somebody who is your destiny. The word journey is coming up in this card as well. This is the beginning of a new journey for Aries. Rama, where are you being called to journey to? So that's it. That is it, basically. You are on this journey now, moving forward. This is destiny. I feel some of you beginning a relationship with somebody and it's just destined, this is what's going to happen. But you had to go through certain initiations and realizations, come out of codependency, come out of addiction and things like that before this situation could be brought together. And I feel it is now destined that this time is happening for you. Okay, let's go into Sagittarius. The Alchemist card. Your state of mind. You are alchemizing any lower vibrational thoughts into higher vibrational thoughts. Or, you know, it's like as we release ego, we allow more room for source. Yeah, as we release the egoic thoughts, it allows more space for source consciousness. That's why it's so great to give up the ego. It is a battle, it is hard, don't get me wrong, but, you know, we would all rather have more source, embody more source consciousness than we would the ego. And that's what you're doing. There's a big turnaround here for Sagittarius the next few days. Heart-to-heart conversations. Honestly discuss your feelings with each other. So, could be conversations going on. But I think you would deal with them very differently. Expectation. You're all going to resonate with that card differently, really. But we'll see what's coming through here. I feel you're much more centered than you were. I feel you probably did have a lot of expectations. But it's like now you're just more neutral, more open to spirit, and just, you know, you've had the skill to deal with all the challenges that you've had to face lately. And there has been a lot of challenges for Sagittarius lately, and you've dealt with them in the right way. That is confirmation. You dealt with those challenges in the right way, in a business-like manner, because why should you allow the emotions and the ego to obstruct you from your true highest and best self, the true self? You know, you're retreating here. You're retreating back into your source. You're aligning your energy, Sagittarius. You're alchemizing things. You know, what can I say? What can I say with these cards? I mean, you're destined to be with somebody here. You know, you're destined. And because you're dealing with things in a much higher vibrational way than you have in the past. You're bringing more consciousness to this situation. You're alchemizing a situation. I will wait for a sign from you. Because you're not dropping into their vibrational level. I feel you've been dealing with somebody that's on a lower vibrational level. And, you know, in the past, you would have gone into all the expectations and the frustrations, but you're alchemizing it and you're not doing that anymore. You're staying much more centered in consciousness, and you're saying, no, I'm not going to take the bait. I'm not going to keep getting drawn into that old negative pattern. I'm going to stay here, right here, you know, in my source, in my I am presence, and I'm going to allow this person to figure it out and do what they need to do, because they need to honestly come to the heart center if they're gonna do something more with me. And that's why they've got the Wheel of Fortune, because this is destined to happen. Okay, so they are telling you not to touch the matrix. This is the advice. Don't touch the matrix. That's absolutely right. At this time, they don't want you to, they want you to withdraw into your source, into consciousness. Stay as the higher consciousness. Don't keep getting too involved with different things. You know, stay centered in your source. And this situation with this person will have to align to that vibration. Protection, call back your power, cut the cords, soul retrieval. See, your spirit guides, they're helping you to do this. You're going to notice yourself very, very much more centered, very, very much more pulled into your center, and just, you know, not touching the matrix, and just your energy just really improving because of that. Things will start to magically happen for you now, because you're dealing with this situation in a different type of way than maybe what you used to. And your spirit guides are very much supporting you with this process. Okay, so we're going to go into Scorpio. Scorpio. Next 3 days. I just shuffled that loads. I don't know how that happened again. The Alchemist. Okay, so you're alchemizing things. You're changing negatives into positive. You're transmuting pain into light. You're transmuting ego into pure consciousness. You're transmuting the false self into the true self. Different situations will change for you now. Healing family issues, karmic stuff. This is all karmic stuff, right? So you have been clearing karma by saying no to situations that have not been healthy. You're clearing karma, and it's not easy to do. It's so much easier to stay in our karmic patterns, to stay in the patterns of our conditioning, because those patterns run deep. It's much harder to break them and say no. I know, because I've been breaking my karmic patterns, and it's freaking the hardest thing you ever do. But it's so worth it. And you are breaking karmic patterns. You are alchemizing. This is confirmation that you've done really well to stand in your power and not slip back. This is an absolute confirmation that this is a new beginning for Scorpio. It's a healthy new beginning. It's a abundant new beginning. You will have better money. You will have better health. You will have a better state of mind. Your mental health is going to massively improve. You have somebody here coming in This could be a child that you're connected to, and all of these changes are very good news for this child. Or it's somebody here who may have dark features, who is attracted to you. And this person will be very good news in your life. There'll be very good news for you. This person could be coming in with a message of good news as well. You could be on the verge of receiving a message of good news. That's interesting. I had a funny feeling that card was going to come out. Poverty, okay? There's somebody who has come from a difficult background. And there is the karmic card. I do feel there's somebody you used to know in a past life. And in your past life, you both were in poverty. Or this person was in poverty. Okay, and you don't know how hard it was for me to let you go. I think you're breaking away from old relationships that were karmic, that were not good, right? But this is all new. Scorpio, I'm telling you now, this is all new. This is all new. Well done for standing strong, you know, being stubborn, because I know that's one quality Scorpios do have. And it comes into your power, because once you realise something, you know you will stand by it and you will not budge. And this is good, because you're creating your own new beginning that is much better news for you. Good news is about to come in for you. Some of you, like I said, could have somebody very attracted to you who has sort of dark features, or they're youthful in some way, youthful appearance, youthful way about them. You've been clearing out old karma, which is good, because we don't want the old karma. It keeps us stuck on a low vibration, and it obstructs you from being your source, your true self. The wise message from Guru is saying the matrix is distracting you. All right? Be aware of that, because the matrix does do that. The matrix will try to distract you and pull you off your path, pull you back out of alignment, try and tempt you back into your old karmic patterns, so that you won't embody your I am presence. Don't be distracted and pulled off your path. This is interesting, because this did just come out, this card, but I do definitely feel it's for Scorpio here. It's because it's like the karmic one, breaking karmic patterns, break the chain, ancestral patterns, healing, rewriting the future. This is a really very deep reading for Scorpio. Very deep. You are making huge, deep changes, and you will be rewarded for this with a beautiful new beginning. And I'm telling you now, your mental health is going to be so much better for it. It may have been very, very hard, because there's been past life connections that were hard to break. There's been karmic patterns that were hard to break. You've had to sort of release parts of yourself so that you wouldn't keep doing the same things you were doing. You've had distractions trying to get in your way to distract you on your path. I feel like Scorpio is a freaking warrior at the moment. You're a freaking warrior. And you've got my support. I've got Scorpio in my chart as well. For change, so. Okay, let's go into Pisces. State of mind. Guardian of the gate. Okay, you're about to enter a new gateway, or maybe you already are. You're going through this gateway. You can't go back as you go forward. You won't go back. There's no going back for you now. You're going into a higher vibrational frequency. Stay optimistic about your love life. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. This is the thing. I think you're moving into a higher vibrational chapter for your relationships. And it's very good news for you. Very good news. I'm getting the feeling of more nurturing. It's more nurturing yourself and more nurturing in the relationships. That's interesting, because I was getting shown nurturing like taking care of others. And you've got somebody here with bad health. Okay, now that can mean so many different things, right? But I'm getting this sense of nurturing and taking care. Okay, and remember, the physical being is just like a physical manifestation. It's not real, is it? The only truth is our energy. So either you or someone else was in a bad state, you know, maybe they're in a bad state now, right? But you're moving through this gateway into a higher dimension. What does that mean? It means that it doesn't really matter what's going on in the physical reality. It's not going to obstruct you from being in your divine essence. So stay optimistic about love. There's somebody that's been affected by their karma, and it has affected their health. It does for all of us eventually sometimes. You know, I don't think there's many people kind of our age, like, what would you call it? Like, I've just been through my midlife crisis. So, you know, we've all picked up ailments or bits and bobs physically because energy, bad karmic energy, starts to take the toll on the body, right? But it's all to varying degrees. It's all to varying degrees. And so this could be about you, or it could, I do feel there's someone in your reality. I feel possibly with a worse state of health, whether it's physical or mental, than you. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't really matter. It's just a physical manifestation of their karma, because they've not been able to clear it, you know. You're being massively encouraged to drop anything that is obstructing you, right? Drop your old karma. Drop your old habits that have kept you stuck in low patterns. Just drop it. And this is a rebirth for you, Pisces. This is confirmation, really, that you're headed into a new chapter that's very bright. Your person's got great courage. They have got great courage, and they do work with spirit. They do work with spirit. This person could be coming through this gateway with you. Get ready. The wise message from Guru, my dog Gilbert's just walking around. You probably saw him walking about. Right, don't let the matrix crack you. Because that's what it's trying to do. Why? Why does it do that? Because it's trying to bring us back to our highest and best. So it will constantly keep throwing challenges at us. And we're not supposed to let it crack us. We're actually supposed to use it to our advantage. At the time, sometimes we just think it's trying to crack us. Sometimes it bloody feels like it. But it's actually helping you clear this stuff out. So don't let it crack you. This is a rebirth for you. I think you already haven't. You already haven't let it crack you. You've gone through the worst. This is your rebirth. Whatever it is you're dropping has been exactly the right thing to do, because you are rebirthing yourself in exactly the right way. And you're going to be coming into contact with somebody that's also passing through the gateway with you. You know, this person is also understanding that they needed to take the courage to just keep moving forward. Look at this, I'm starting to understand our connection. So there you go. Unbelievable, really. Play, have fun and celebrate, and don't be so serious. Okay, how lovely. So that's what Spirit's going to be getting you to do the next few days. I don't know what to say. There is a very light and bright energy around Pisces. Things just seem to be getting better for you now. I feel like you're coming into totally unlimited potential. And you're also, you're coming into contact with somebody with amazing energy. This is somebody that will step up as you're stepping up vibrationally. They're stepping up vibrationally. You do it together. Okay, so let's go into Cancer. Boom. Can't believe we've just come to Cancer. Right. Cancer state of mind next 3 days. Oh, wow. Miracles. This is the miracle you've been waiting for. My green fluorite crystal, which is for clarity of mind, by the way. So that's why it brings clarity. So that's why I have it on my desk when I'm working. And that is clarity. That is a breakthrough. It's very high vibration energy. It's like miracles are possible at this time for Cancer. Separation, time apart from your partner, is on the horizon. Sorry if you don't want to hear that. I have to just read the cards. You know, so be it. There is some kind of, you know, separation going on. It feels like it could be painful. I'm getting a shooting pain all down my left side. It feels like a part being removed, but it's just physical stuff. It's just energy passing out, being removed. Because it's like you need to come back into oneness to discover your true source, and that there's somebody that could have been distracting you from your true source. There's a miracle here though. Don't forget that. You've put the commitment into yourself lately, massively, and money coming in from multiple sources, right? You may feel on some level you've been a bit more boring than normal. I have actually. I feel like I've been more boring than normal, but you know, that's because you're committed to spirit. That's because you're committed to yourself. So you're not doing all these other crazy things, you know, and you are watching somebody. Okay, you're watching somebody. You're thinking about somebody, but you're also being a lot more vigilant. You're being a lot more careful. You're being very careful about what you're doing at the moment. And it's creating some kind of miracle, because when we are more centered and we're not going out there, we're more centered. All right, it might seem boring. The ego will tell you, oh, it's boring. You're not, you know. But when you come in here, you're close to spirit. And when you're close to spirit, that's when these miracles are much more possible. So isn't it worth it? And this is what you've been doing. This is what you're doing, okay? This is what you're doing. And so this is why miracles are more possible at this time for Cancer, because you're doing this special work. You're watching yourself to make sure that you don't slip into old patterns. You could receive a decision from a masculine person, and this decision will go in your favour. Okay? This person is thinking more clearly. Okay? They're making a decision. You may have been watching that masculine. You may have been thinking about them, or you may have been very careful about this person. You may have been, yeah, wondering. Ooh, fortune card. Look at that. Main male. There is definitely a masculine, but it doesn't have to be a man. There is definitely a masculine energy here that you have been a lot more careful about. It could have been the masculine energy in general. You've been much more careful about and vigilant about the masculine energy. You've been pulling yourself back from connections or something like that. And but there's a miracle coming with this card here. Okay, there's a miracle coming. I feel Cancer much more closer to spirit at this time, coming deeper into your source, emanating out your true Cancerian energy. You're not in any sort of ego games. You're going to feel more centered at the moment. You're going to be feeling more powerful, but not in an ego type of way. More peaceful. You don't want anyone to disturb your peace. And if this person, if someone is going to disturb your peace, they better well be brought to you by spirit, and they better well be somebody that brings you miracles. You know, otherwise I don't think you're gonna go there. They have been telling you to stay still. This is your advice, the wise advice from Guru, right? Stay still. Stillness is consciousness. So that's why you've probably maybe been more committed to yourself and more you're a bit more, yeah, not so crazy, you know, you're more careful, because spirit is, you know, they do say the Guru turns you around to push you back within yourself, back into source, back into spirit. So you, Cancer, this weekend, you're not chasing anything. Let me put it that way. You are not chasing anything. And that's why you've just been very peaceful about separating off either from one person in particular or relationships in general. I mean, you know, this is High Priestess energy, really, that we're talking about, which is the energy of miracles. Let's see what your spirit guides are supporting you with. Sisterhood of the Rose. Oh my God, you're going to die when I tell you what this card says. And this just confirms how close spirit is to us during this time, during this reading. Sisterhood of the Rose, beauty and devotion, the priestess, mystic, teacher. See? Cancer, you're coming into your High Priestess energy. Doesn't matter what gender you are. It's an energy that is like I said, brings miracles through. So although on the surface it may look like you're not doing very much, actually you are. You're doing more than ever. And this is confirmation of that. I do feel there is some kind of masculine energy that's approaching you. And you're being very vigilant and careful about it. And you're just going deeper into spirit. And a miracle will happen very soon. Because of what you're doing, basically. Your commitment to yourself first and foremost. So keep doing what you're doing. That's the advice from spirit. Okay. That's the advice from spirit, Cancer. I'm sending you lots of love and peace. If you do want a reading, do contact me. You know, I do my 40-minute reading, I do an hour reading, and I also do an affordable 20-minute voice note reading. And I also do have this deck, which is the advice from Guru that I've been using in the readings. So if you want that, do have a look below in the comments box. Not the comments box. Maybe it's the information box underneath the video. Probably is. And I'm sending you lots of love and peace. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for sharing. One love.